What is mathematics? Mathematicians seek and use patterns to formulate new conjectures. They resolve the truth or falsity of such by mathematical proof. When mathematical structures are good models of real phenomena, mathematical reasoning can be used to provide insight or predictions about nature. Through the use of abstraction and logic, mathematics developed from counting, calculation, measurement, and the systematic study of the shapes and motions of physical objects. In mathematics, an equation is a statement that asserts the equality of two expressions, which are connected by the equals sign equals. The word equation and its cognates in other languages may have subtly different meanings. For example, inequality in math is when two solutions or answers are compared by greater than or less than. It is when the two or yet many solutions are being compared is not of equal amount. Solving an inequality means finding its solutions. When you substitute a number to a variable and the statement is true, then it is a solution. Progression may refer to, in mathematics, arithmetic progression, sequence of numbers such that the difference of any two successive members of the sequence is a constant. Logarithmic scales reduce wide-ranging quantities to smaller scopes. For example, the decibel, dB, is a unit used to express ratio as logarithms, mostly for signal power and amplitude, of which sound pressure is a common example. In chemistry, pH is a logarithmic measure for the acidity of an aqueous solution. Logarithms are commonplace in scientific formulae, and in measurements of the complexity of algorithms and of geometric objects called fractals. They help to describe frequency ratios of musical intervals, appear in formulas counting prime numbers or approximating factorials, inform some models in psychophysics, and can aid in forensic accounting. In the same way as the logarithm reverses exponentiation, the complex logarithm is the inverse function of the exponential function, whether applied to real numbers or complex numbers. The modular discrete logarithm is another variant. It has uses in public key cryptography. By simplifying difficult calculations before calculators and computers became available, logarithms contributed to the advance of science, especially astronomy. Trigonometry, from Greek trigonon, triangle, and metron, measure one, is a branch of mathematics that studies relationships between side lengths and angles of triangles. The field emerged in the Hellenistic world during the 3rd century BC from applications of geometry to astronomical studies. The Greeks focused on the calculation of chords, while mathematicians in India created the earliest known tables of values for trigonometric ratios, also called trigonometric functions, such as sine. Throughout history, trigonometry has been applied in areas such as geodesy, surveying, celestial mechanics, and navigation. In mathematics, the derivative of a function of a real variable measures the sensitivity to change of the function value, output value, with respect to a change in its argument, input value. Derivatives are a fundamental tool of calculus. For example, the derivative of the position of a moving object with respect to time is the object's velocity. This measures how quickly the position of the object changes when time advances. The derivative of a function of a single variable at a chosen input value, when it exists. Integral part of a series of articles about calculus. Fundamental theorem. Leibniz integral rule. Limits of functions. Continuity. Mean value theorem. Thank you for your attention. Taipova Guldana.